Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got NBA basketball for you. I'm Damon Bruce. It's Sunday night basketball. It's going to be the Golden State Warriors up against the Washington Wizards. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
The big story is the return of William Buford from being injured. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. I'm Kevin Harlan. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. As we take a look here at David Lee, guys, what do you think?
Well, I'm a big fan of David Lee, fellas. I mean, you look at the way he's progressed in his career. Each season he's found a way to improve, and now he's become one of the better passing forwards in the NBA. I just like what he does because he can figure out ways to win each and every night.
I think a lot of it just has to do with him feeling right at home with the ball on the block. If you double, he'll find the open man, and if you don't, he'll square up and go into his move. He just finds a way to be productive on offense.
The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, I think for Golden State, they're not just a pleasant surprise this year, Steve. They're a huge surprise.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who picked them to make this kind of noise from the beginning of the year. They've had a phenomenal run. That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Harrington with a screen on Kerr. Ball against Kerr. And Bogut sends it back. And now here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. That's good from Barnes on the assist from David Lee. Barnes has got his first points of the game.
David Lee, such a versatile big man. He rebounds. He can pass from the high post. He's got that mid-range jumper, and he can finish inside with either hand. Little hook shots, flip shots. He is a really, really good player.
Now here's Beal. A 26-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Mark Jackson gave me a couple of moments. One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands. And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if he's able to put up some big numbers.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And guys, you mentioned David Lee's ambidextrous finishing. I mean, Steve, he actually broke his left arm when he was in high school, and it forced him to develop his right hand in the meantime, and that's why he's so effective with both hands, and he's really made the most of it. It's part of what makes him a tough guy to deal with.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Iguodala right side. Just 4 to shoot. Curry attacking. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Wall against Curry. Here's Ariza. And that comes off the assist by JWall.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Lee sets a screen for Iguodala. Right side Curry. Here's the 3. Now Harrington grabs the board. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bogut drives in. Outside for Curry. Now the dish to Barnes. Iguodala. Defended by Beal. Tries again. Beal pulls it in for the Washington Wizards. They won their last contest that game against the Raptors.
You know, they had a great start to that game. The guys got hot early, and it seemed to become contagious. Everybody started shooting the ball well at that point.
You know, typically if there's a hot shooter, the defense can make an adjustment and lean everything towards stopping him and let somebody else beat you, but that wasn't an option in that game.
Here's Iguodala following the bucket by the Wizards. Back to Curry. Iguodala outside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Come on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
Washington with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. And Beal kicks to Wall. Shoots from the elbow. Can't hit. The Warriors go the other way with it. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Washington trailing. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Always a little tougher to see how you match up with teams in the opposite conference because you just don't see them very often.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
The Warriors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Iguodala's drive. Lee kicks it out to Iguodala. Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry a screen on Okafor. A fadeaway. That one goes. Count it. And it's 7 points for David Lee. Steve talking about the lack of games with reps between these two teams. There's not a lot of history between them. And this is their first chance this season to create some, I guess, with one more meeting later on coming up.
You know, that's what we get when it's East versus West, Kevin, but it certainly hasn't detracted from the atmosphere in here. I think, if anything, it's added a little something to it.
I agree. Bogut kicks to Curry. Another miss by Curry.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out. That's his first make after 4 straight misses to start the game, so it's got to be a relief for him.
Washington shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Now, collectively, this is a 73% free throw shooting team.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Here's Seraphin. Rejected by Spates. Outside Curry. Now Lee inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Here's Wall. Following the score by Golden State. Rebound by Iguodala.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Pass to Curry. Back to Iguodala. In low to Lee. Tipped. It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. Washington fast break. Ariza passes to Wall. Iguodala with the steal. Curry against Beal. Outside Curry. It's rebounded by Seraphin.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Kevin Seraphin, big solid frame, about 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan, so he's already shown a lot of promise as a defender. Now we get a chance to check out Andre Iguodala. Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone. You see how his performances match up. First in blocks, fourth in assists, and he's really worked hard at his offensive game. He ranks in the top 10 in that category, points per game.
And you pointed out that his blocks per game average, Steve, is the highest in the NBA. I mean, he's leading the league in that category. It's there in the low post where he's been most valuable to his team, in my opinion.
Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Well, back to Seraphin, not just a defensive presence, he's got a nice soft touch offensive.
Yeah, you can hit with that hook shot, step out to mid-range. Still developing, but there's a lot to like about this young big man.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Now here's Wall. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Toronto.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Third, JWall.
Some remarkable shooters in that group, guys. And you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent, patient players.
Precisely. I mean, when you watch any of them, nothing's forced. I mean, it's good, smart shot selection, simple basketball. But that being said, don't take anything away from their natural ability to flat out bury that jumper. They can do that too.
Now here's Curry. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And again, no good by Golden State. The Wizards have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And Wall kicks to Seraphin. From 6 away, and the jumper falls for him. And the Wizards lead by 2. Now here's Iguodala. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Curry covered by Wall. Curry attacking. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Wall gets a screen from Seraphin. Rejected by Barnes. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at Indiana. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Washington, they're down in 8th place.
Well, I think for Washington, the thing with them is they haven't really established an identity for themselves as a team. They never have seemed to come up with a plan and stick to it for very long. They've been all over the place in terms of their identity.
And I'd put that on the coaching staff more than anyone else, Clark. A coherent strategy has to be in place, or it's impossible to climb up the standings. Well, as athletic as the players are in this league, Kevin, JWall, I think, is one of the best. I mean, he's so strong for a guy that size. Blazing speed, incredible quickness, so he can blow by defenders and get right into the lane.
Steve, it's almost unfair to see how easily he makes the most of his athleticism, isn't it? My goodness, I mean, not only can he run for days, but he looks like a cat out there the way he's able to twist and turn through traffic.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Brings it to Bazemore. Back to Green. Douglas. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Bazemore. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And Washington making a change here. Both free throws good from Bazemore. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Maynard. Dishes it to Porter. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Bazemore. Green, the screen. Back to Bell. The pass to Douglas. Feeds it to Ezeli.
Good. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And so it's Washington with it after the made shot from Ezeli. And Booker kicks to Porter. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Wizards lead by 2. Golden State's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Douglas dishes to Green. Leads him in there. Here's Bazemore.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than the layups.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
Chris Singleton, he's checked in for Washington.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotation.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Here's Bazemore. Wide open shot is on the money. Washington shooting pretty efficiently out there. It is in 48% in the first quarter. Maynard the pass to Rice. The basket good off the assist from Maynard.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Rejected by Bell. Here's Bazemore, defended by Rice. Green kicks to Ezeli. Douglas. And that one's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Maynard, defended by Douglas. Porter working against Bell. Fade away. Porter, no luck.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now, here's Green. Bell with it. 5 on the clock. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
Here's Maynard, defended by Douglas. Maynard kicks to Singleton. Here's Rice. And another miss by Washington. The Warriors leading. Down low, here's Bazemore. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Bazemore's got 6 points.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
There's Porter with the 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center.
On tap this Wednesday, January 8th, Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Darren Williams and the Brooklyn Nets live from Brooklyn. Do not miss it.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break hoops, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
Wizards trail by 4. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Okafor. Chris Singleton is out there with Webster. Then it's Maynard, and it's Rice in at the 2 guard. For Washington, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Maynard. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Warriors shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point.
Come get it, come get it.
Okafor against Bogut. Douglas. Bogut sets a screen for Douglas. Okafor comes in with the double team. And Bell kicks to Bogut. 4 on the clock. Bazemore. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Andre Iguodala III. And, of course, David Lee.
These guys both have been really effective in denying shot opportunities. You know, believe it or not, these guys have both benefited from some extra work in the flexibility department. I mean, they've been absolute terrors in the paint area, denying shots because they've improved their dexterity and their flexibility, and that's added some length to their reach. How about that, Kevin?
Clock at 6. Rice passes to Webster. From deep. And it's good. And the Wizards lead by 1. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Bell dishes to Douglas. Rejected by Maynard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Washington sits right now in the rankings. 3rd in rebounding, 17th in three-point field goal percentage. And as far as fewest turnovers per game, not a strong suit. They've struggled here. Top 20 in the league. Those numbers can get you beat.
And the rebounds really jump out at me, Clark, when you talk about all those numbers. I mean, this is a ferocious rebounding team. They're very physical, and they always take the fight to their opponent. They seem to own the paint, and when they do that well, they're awfully tough to beat.
Warriors trail by 3.
You know, guys, Emeka Okafor was the #2 overall pick out of Connecticut back in 2004. And because he was drafted so high, some people may have expected more. But I always saw him as what he's become. A physical, bruising big man inside who can rebound his position and do the little things to help you win. And he's done that consistently and effectively throughout his career.
The feed to Maynard. Let's go. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Emeka Okafor, really a bodybuilder's physique, a 6'10", well over 255 pounds. You know, physically, he's always been the perfect picture in terms of how he conducts himself, how he readies for a season.
Yeah, he's got that chiseled frame that actually reminds me a little bit of you, Kev. Although he stands almost 7 feet tall.
No, I'm 6'2".
Yeah, but
It's so kind to say. Sure, I appreciate that. That is good. Now it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Back to Lee. Pass to Baseman. He feeds it to Douglas. And the Warriors get it back. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, how about David Lee in this one? He has 9 points and 1 assist.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out on the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Chance now to check out the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Bobcats. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
And, you know, for the Pacers, that's a game that they would really like to win.
They double-team Curry. Spates. He's guarded by Harrington. And the Warriors miss again.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. And I'm sure they're anxious to get back home as that will be game 6 of this 7-game road trip. Curry gets the screen from Spates. Barnes kicks to Spates. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Maurice Spates swapped teams once again last year. This time joining Cleveland. Now he finds his way to Golden State. Spates very talented, but you wonder if he's ever really going to find his niche with one team for more than a year or 2.
And Spates primarily, Clark, a pick-and-pop big man.
Yeah, I like his nice soft touch, Kevin. It's really solid in the mid-range area. He's a pretty decent rebounder as well. I think he's a very productive backup and young enough to where he's still got some room to grow.
Webster passes to Harrington. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 3. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Curry with the 3, and that one's good. Curry's got 5 now.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Here's Maynard, guarded by Curry. Now Maynard, he's got 6. Cans the shot from the wing. 8 points for him.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
And here is Curry. Iguodala dishes to Barnes. Curry. Lee sets a screen for Curry. Passes it to Lee. Back to Curry. He kicks it to Barnes. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. Washington's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here's Beal. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Maynard kicks to Okafor. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
JWall's checked in for Eric Maynard. And Spates gets it to go.
Good job there, recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
Wall against Iguodala. And Wall, here we go now. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Steph Curry is virtually impossible to defend. I mean, he can hit from anywhere on the floor. In the gym range, personified with Curry. Mid-range jumpers are like layups to him. And inside, he's got the floater finger roll and the runner. You always expect his shots to go in. It's like watching a game of horse at full speed when the highest stakes are on the line.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at the Warriors, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Denver Nuggets, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
Right now, looking at the Warriors, of all the surprises the NBA has provided us with this season, they may be the biggest of them all.
I agree, Clark. I mean, coming out of the preseason, it would have been very difficult to make a case for them being one of the NBA's top teams, and yet here we are, and here they are.
Iguodala, the pass to Curry. Curry gets the screen from Spates. Iguodala with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Fires it up. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Here's Curry. He's got 7. 3 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. Second, Stephen Curry.
And his contribution to this team, I mean, can't be understated. His scoring on a night-in, night-out basis has been fantastic.
Washington leading now by 4. Outside, Wall. He passes to Harrington. A rebound by Ezeli.
I'm not sure about that shot, guys. The defense really all over him.
He dishes it to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Kicks it to Curry. Pass to Iguodala. Spates with a screen on Wall. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. No good from Ezeli.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
That's good from Ariza on the assist by Serafin. 8 points for Ariza.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Here's Spates. Rebound, Washington. Harrington's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Bobcats. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Well, you know the fans out in Charlotte are desperately hoping for a win there.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
And here's Barnes for 3. Washington with the rebound. Harrington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Iguodala against Beal. It's Ariza on the wing. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And now it's a 10-point Wizards lead.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Iguodala's drive. And here's Barnes for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Beal. 5 points in the game. Washington calls timeout.
But one thing I've always loved about Andre Iguodala is the fact that he's so unselfish. He's really probably best suited to play a point forward role where he's handling the ball quite a bit, either in transition or in the half court at the high post. He can use his size to pass over the top of people.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Now we get a chance to check out Andre Iguodala. Great work over the last month. 3rd in blocks, 12th in assists. And he's been quite an offensive threat, averaging enough points to put him in the top 20 in scoring.
And you addressed this spot as one of the leaders in average blocks per game, Steve. And I tell you what, that makes a huge difference on the team's defense. When you got a shot blocker in there, it can change things for you.
Spates kicks to Barnes. To the middle. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Here's the screen. The dish to Azili. Clock at 4. A 3 from Barnes. Another 3 for Golden State. And you go back to Iguodala. Relatively judicious with his shot selection in Denver. Some have wanted him to even be more aggressive offensively.
You know, I think that's a bit misguided, Kevin. This is a guy who does everything and does it well. He's a team-first guy. He's got to stay true to who he is. And I think he does a really good job of doing that. He rebounds, he defends, he passes, he provides scoring. You can't just look at his point totals and evaluate his game.
He brings a lot to the
A lot to the table.
What do you call stat sheet
stuffer? Yes, sir. That's him.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Washington.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Curry dishes to Barnes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on JWall. That'll be his second foul of the game. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Here's Curry, and he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 9.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
That's tipped. Wall, he's covered by Iguodala. Beal with the screen for Wall. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Things are starting to warm up from the field for them this quarter as they add to their lead.
Yeah, it seems like everybody, Steve, has the hot hand right now.
Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Wizards leading by 6. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Harrington, averaging 13 points a contest. Dishes to Seraphin. Defended by Azili. Moves back up. Shot by Seraphin. No good. Warriors trail by 6. Backing him down is Iguodala. Outside Curry. Curry gets the screen from Green. Back to Iguodala. There's the pass to Curry. Green with the screen on Wall. Curry with it. He's picked up by Ariza. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got it pretty clean. You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
It's Curry with the drive. Back to Iguodala. He gets it up. Oh, he knocks it in. A beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time. A huge 3 to cut it close going to halftime. It's still anyone's ball game.
And the first half ends in a close one. Wizards lead by 1. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it is halftime. I'm Damon Bruce. An excellent game going on at Verizon Center. The Wizards fighting for control so far. They've played themselves right to the bubble, sitting in 8th place in the conference standings. JWall is off to a good start. He has 11 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. But you know, the Warriors also came to play. They continue to dice up teams with passing, fluid play. It's beautiful team basketball. Stephen Curry's been productive. He has 11 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. And now, let's check out the other games still going on. For Denver, they have the lead against the Lakers out at Staples Center. On top by 8 out there in the second. And another one also in progress. The Thunder out in Oklahoma City currently trailing to Boston. Trying to pull their way back in. They're down by 9 in the third quarter. And another game going on. New York currently trailing the Mavericks out in Dallas. It's a close one in the second quarter. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
The Warriors have to improve their approach against Wall.
He has 11 points and also a block shot.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mark Jackson's foul. Barnes and Lee are the 3 and 4. Steph Curry's out there with Iguodala. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Warriors trail by 3. Iguodala with it. Lee sets a screen for Iguodala. And he dunks it right out on Emeka Okafor. Holy smokes.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Wall against Iguodala. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Back to Lee. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Emeka Okafor.
They've been fighting to get back into it, chipping away little by little, and it's paid off.
Here's Wall. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Iguodala off the pick from Bogut. It's Iguodala with the drive. Feeds it to Lee. Curry passes to Barnes. Back to Curry. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Ariza on the wing. All alone. Rebound Bogut.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Wall against Curry. Out to Lee. There's the feed to Barnes. Iguodala. Bogut with a screen on Beal. 5 to shoot. Iguodala dishes to Barnes. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Wall against Iguodala. And Beal kicks to Okafor. Beal the pass to Wall. Iguodala with the steal. Pass to Curry. Connects in the foul line jumper. Curry's got 13.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
You know, with Steph Curry, it's never been a question about his talent, guys. It's always been a question about how are his ankles going to do. But really, he only missed significant time in the shortened season. And for the most part, he's been healthy and highly productive. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Now Barnes. 8 points for him. And a few ankle tweaks for Curry last season, but with the big brace he wore, he said the pain was mostly from the brace bruising his ankle than anything else.
Well, it sounds to me like maybe he should take the brace off. Maybe a smaller brace so he doesn't get the bruising. That would be smart.
Exactly. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Harrington, and that misses. That would have put him up. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Curry dishes to Lee. Bogut. He feeds it to Barnes. The inside. He's against Okafor. Lee kicks to Barnes. It's Curry with the drive. Iguodala outside. Outside for Curry. Lets it go with the 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. 16 points for Steph Curry. And here's Wall. 15 points in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
You know, adding an outside shot is going to be the key to whether JWall is a good player or a great one. He's shown he has the speed, but until he can force defenders to respect that outside shot, everyone is just going to back off him.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Washington. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Wall against Curry. Iguodala passes it to Lee. Working on Booker. Outside Curry. He kicks to Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock. Lee sets a screen for Iguodala. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
And Wall, a good free throw shooter, over 80% from the line last season. So, Clark, it's not like the... Oh, look out!
Wow. Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Beal goes up from the top of the key. And again, Washington, no good. Beal against Iguodala. Curl. Back to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. Barnes passes to Iguodala. In low to Bogut. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, his shot blocking is always a factor, guys. That presence around the rim defensively just changes the whole picture strategically.
And Steve, he's also the player they rally around at the defensive end. I mean, they cause some real havoc when he's out there running the show defensively.
Wizards trail by 6. Outside, Wall. That's good. Wall's got 19 points. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Bell. Lee from 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Booker. Now here's Ariza. 10 points for him. He dishes it to Porter. Lots of room. Jump shot is good that time. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead. Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, Trevor Ariza is not really a great offensive player. I mean, but defensively now, that's a different story. He's a stopper. He's got good length and athleticism. And I like the intensity he plays with. This is a guy that only played 1 year of college basketball. He's made a nice career for himself in the NBA.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Here's Bazemore. He passes to Lee. Harrington's there. Kicks to Bazemore. There's the dish to Douglas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Barnes. From the arc. And the Warriors miss again. And for Ariza, you remember that postseason with the Lakers, Steve, back in 2009? He shot the lights out.
Yeah, and you wondered at that time whether the light had really come on for him offensively. But I think he's still a player who's best suited rebounding, defending, being a hustle guy, an energy player. And when he makes shots, it's just kind of gravy. But really, it's about everything else with him.
Good description. Douglas off the bench from Lee. Dishes it to Bazemore. Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota with plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Here's Douglas. Back to Bell. That's good with a Douglas assist. Douglas has got 3 assists tonight. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
They've been ineffective in disrupting Ariza's game. 10 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors. Barnes, Washington with the rebound. Ariza's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the pass to Wall. Gets the bucket. Wall's got 12 now in this quarter.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
3-pointer, Bell. That drops.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that 3-pointer.
Douglas against Wall. Rejected by Barnes. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The past few weeks, let's see how Washington stacks up. 9th in rebound, 19th in lowest turnovers per game. As far as shooting the 3 goes, not too well. The bottom third of the league. Certainly not a strong suit for this team.
And the rebounding is really the key stat that I'm looking at right there with all those numbers you talked about, Clark. This is a team that really tries to be physical, and when they're able to secure boards, that does a lot of things for them. It helps their defense, keeping teams from getting second chance opportunities against them, and it fuels their fast break.
The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 in the 3rd quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Bazemore's got 8 points. Washington trailing. Here is Wall. 23 points in the game. Okafor backs in. Feeds it to Booker. With his first shot attempt. Rejected by Barnes. Here's Bazemore. 8 points for him. The feed to Bell. Pass to Bogut. Working on Okafor. Bogut's it to Bazemore. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He feeds it to Porter. Plenty of space. And that comes off the assist by JWall. Wall's got his 6th assist on the night. 1:58 left in the 3rd. Douglas off the pick from Barnes. Bell dishes to Douglas. Off target from 3-point range. Washington shooting 51% from the field. They'll take them. It's Wall with the drive. And Booker kicks to Wall. And the layup's good off the glass. Wall's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Barnes passes to Bell. Golden State moving the ball around. Tries to keep it alive. Bazemore, pass to Barnes.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
Doubled by Douglas. Ariza kicks to Booker. And the rejection by Barnes. Here's Bazemore. 8 points for him. Barnes. Nailed from 3-point land. Barnes has got 11.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the 3-point shot here.
Lazy perimeter defense, Clark. You got to take the shooter's airspace away from him.
Back to Ariza. All sorts of time. And that comes off the assist by JWall. Wall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Douglas with it. 5 points in the game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He kicks to Bogut. Working on Okafor. JWall on the wing. Launches it. And another three for Golden State.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
It's Wall with the drive. Gets it to go. Wall's got 16 here in the second half.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Here's Bell. Rejected by Porter. Tie game in Washington. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Tune in this Friday night, January 10th. JWall and the Washington Wizards go up against Paul George and the Indiana Pacers. Don't miss out.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Now here's Douglas. We've got Webster. Okafor out there with Al Harrington. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Back to Bell. 6 to shoot. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Bell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Washington shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And Wall. Here we go now. And it's rejected. And here's the break. JWall on the wing. Pull-up jumper. And it's off the back rim. No good. Ball against Douglas. Poked away. Douglas with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Douglas with the steal. And here we go. And Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist by Douglas. Douglas has got his 7th assist in the game. Now the Wizards with it. Outside, Wall. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And he can't get the first one. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for JWall.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
The try by Iguodala. And the layup falls. And the Warriors lead by 7.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket.
And don't forget now, a walking highlight reel every time he steps on the court. His flair for the dramatic makes him worth the price of admission all by himself.
And the first one drops.
You really have to like the work they put in at the free throw line here in the half. I mean, they've been really aggressive in drawing fouls, and then they've been able to knock down their free throws.
The Wizards making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. The try by Iguodala. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Wall, bank shot, no good.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
The drive by Iguodala. Left side Curry. And the rejection by Ariza. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Good on the shot.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. They get it back. Barnes dishes to Green. And there's the pass to Spates. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Spates has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. And get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
And Washington has its hands full trying to guard against Curry.
He has 18 points and 6 assists. He's been passing it around you or shooting it over you. Either way.
Well, they're not sure whether to stick tight on him or defend the pass, and he's really controlling this game with his offensive arsenal.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Wall, hat split.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Wall against Curry. Iguodala outside. In low to Bogut. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Green. He dishes it to Bogut. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the 3-second violation. Emeka Okafor. He's checked in for... Kevin Seraphin. Wizards trail by 7. Okafor, the pass to Wall. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Out of this world, aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it now.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
Green with a screen on Wall. Curry kicks to Green. Here's Bogut. Second change shot. The shot no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. Here's Ariza. The finger roll finish at the button. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Iguodala outside. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Barnes. Back to Curry. Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. And he bangs it home with one hand. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure. And that is clutch shooting, making the most of his opportunities here in the fourth.
Green with a screen for Iguodala. Green left side. Misses the wing J.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took. I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
It's Curry outside. No luck. Now Washington takes it the other way. Now Porter. Feeds to Harrington. He passes to Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 35. Timeout called the Warriors.
Now you look at Otto Porter, 6'8", out of Georgetown, almost a 7'2" wingspan, which has led a lot of people to compare him to Tayshaun Prince. Has a lot of versatility to his game. It's going to be interesting to watch his career unfold.
Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mark Jackson was going over with his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Lee dishes to Curry. Curry gets the screen from Lee. It's Curry with the drive. Bazemore. Lee, a screen on Beal. And Bazemore kicks to Curry. Hangs on the trifecta. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half. And Steve, you mentioned Porter's great IQ for the game. He kind of sidestepped the amateur athletic touring scene.
And I think a lot of NBA teams can appreciate that, Kevin. A guy who brings character, toughness, and the intangible to complement a very well-rounded skill set. That's an intriguing talent and one built for success, I think.
To the paint, it's stolen by Harrington. And here's Beal, outside Wall. And the rejection by Ezeli. Bazemore passes to Curry. Wasted no time on that one. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead. Wizards have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Wall against Curry. Reeves the dishes to Wall. Pass to Okafor. Feeds to Harrington. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Al Harrington is back after missing all but a handful of games last season. The summer prior, after a knee surgery, he suffered a staph infection in his knee, and that had to be frustrating for him.
And he's good on the second. And Al Harrington certainly fits a need for a lot of teams. The spread 4, for instance.
Yeah, when your power forward can step outside and knock the three-pointer down, it's incredible the spacing that occurs for your offense, and that really gives a lot of driving and passing lanes for your teammates.
The spread 4, the stretch 4, whatever you want to call it. One of those nice things that the game has added that has been fun to watch and it's developed.
Yeah, sure has.
A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Wizards trail by 7. Now here's Wall. With some arc. And the rejection by Ezeli. And belts it to Bazemore. Harrington against Lee. Bell. Outside Curry. There's the dish to Lee. Raja Bell on the wing. A second chance effort, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Bell's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Beal against Curry. And Beal kicks to Wall. No one near him. Good, he hits the jump shot. Wall's got 37.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Iguodala off the pick from Bogut. Iguodala the pass to Bogut. Back to Iguodala. Bogut with the screen on Beal. Iguodala dishes to Barnes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Wall gets to Ariza. Harrington can't get it to go.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. deflected and stolen by Ariza. By himself, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays, Clark, just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Iguodala against Wall. Right side, Wall. Iguodala with the block. .139 left in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Curry. The feed to Barnes. Iguodala outside. 4 on the shot clock. Curry covered by Wall. Shoots the 3. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
It's Wall with the drive. Iguodala with the block. Curry with it. Iguodala outside. On deep. Rebounded by the Wizards.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Douglas kicks to Green. Pass to Douglas. Elbow shot. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. And the Warriors lead by 12.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 16-7 run. Bazemore passes to Iguodala. Spates sets a screen. Wide open look. Misses off the right iron. Here's Maynard. From deep three-point range. Misses. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
Then I murder. Call gunner if you want your burger. Oh baby, you be lying in your verses. I be here and say you buying them purses. I can't even lie, you ain't my type. You ain't even know that fine in person. I can guarantee you if you my kind, she got every bag you can imagine. Big house, I can really be bragging. 100,000 in my mouth, like what's happening? Not the big cheap tea, that's embarrassing. He ain't me, you can keep the comparison. My bitch, probably one of the baddest. Good girl, turning into a savage. This bitch got a problem in traffic. We can't do imagine G-Wagon. Low key, I been keeping it classy. Could be really out here doing them nasty. Niggas couldn't even see me in last year. Just started and them niggas in last year. I ain't even tried to and I passed. From giving looks, I contribute to fashion. Drop a song, I be giving them cash. Stand alone, not your regular rapper. Brand new car is noisy. Come through and it's roaring. You ain't gotta worry, don't care about your boyfriend. See me and get nervous, I damn near did it perfect. Work hard and determined, it's safe to say I earned it. Whoa, yeah. None of you guys can flash me, whoa. Matter of fact, none of you guys can hide me, whoa. Post my drip up daily just so they can see, whoa. Turn me up some more so my haters can hear, whoa. I put it dope in the back of the car and I tell her to go. She ain't what she like.
I can swallow a bottle of alcohol in her. Feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the car dealer. My whole squad's in here walking around the party. A cross between a zombie, a